I'm Alana Moore, and I'm a senior at Spartanburt High School, and it is my distinct pleasure to serve as your Mistress of Ceremony.
I'm Kevin Zapata, and I'm also a senior at Spartanburt High School, and it is my pleasure to serve as your Master of Ceremony this evening. The Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. celebration started over a decade ago with just a group of people standing in front of a flagpole outside of City Hall to reflect on the words and purpose of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
And today, each year, we gather here on this third Monday of January in the Spartanburg Memorial Auditorium to honor the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. while celebrating our unity and embracing our differences. Now we will have our welcome by the Honorable Junie White, followed by the unity statement by Reverend Walter Belton, pastor of St. Paul Baptist Church, and Dr. Randall Langley, lead pastor of Evangel Cathedral. Thank you.
Welcome. As mayor, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone to the 23rd Dr. Luther King Jr. Unity Celebration. Tonight, we honor the work and life of Dr. King with this celebration. However, each day we may have the opportunity to honor him through our efforts to serve others. Serving one community for the betterment of every individual is a necessity to a prosperous community. Again, welcome, and I know you will enjoy the wonderful program.
Good evening. I was worried about standing before all of you, but because the lights are so bright, I can't see any of you. But certainly it is my honor to be here in the midst of such great people here on this stage. We're thankful for our new mayor, Mr. White. Can we give him a hand? When Brother Mitch called me a few weeks ago about saying a few words at this celebration, of course I was humbled because I realized that there are 100 other pastors he could have called that could have done a better job. But certainly I was elated to have this opportunity to come and to share in the celebration of a man I have loved and admired all of my life. And when we think about Dr. King, many times we think about the sacrifice he gave for racial equality. But what I can't forget that he was a preacher. He was a Baptist preacher. He loved God and he loved the Word of God. And so as I thought about what could I say, because I'm careful about what I say because every word could be my last words. And so I was praying, God, what can I say? And as I went to the Word of God there in Jeremiah, the 13th chapter and the 23rd verse, Jeremiah asks a profound question. He said, can a leopard change his spots? And when I first read that question, I said no. But as I began to ponder over it, another question came to my mind. Why would he want to? Why would he want to change his spots? Because he lives in a society that nobody has ever told him that spots are bad. He lives in a community that nobody has ever said that stripes are better than spots. The panther has never told the leopard that being all black is better than having spots. The zebra has never said that I'm better than you because I got stripes and you got spots. And so the leopard have no desire to even ever change his spots because he's comfortable in the skin that he's in. And if we're ever to experience racial equality, if there's ever going to be any diversity embraced in our beautiful state, our beautiful city that we live in, we all going to have to come to the place that we get comfortable in the skin that we're in.
Amen, brother.
But I know that we live in a society that some people think that their skin is better than somebody else's skin. Or you may feel that your skin is inferior to somebody else. Or you may feel if you had another color skin, you would be more along in your career. But you have to get to the place that you're satisfied with what God gave you.
Amen, man.
We must get to the place where we're comfortable in the skin that we're in. When we find people suffering yet still from the disease of racism, it's not because they have an issue with your skin, but they have an issue with the skin that they're in. Because once you become comfortable in the skin that you're in, you know that somebody else's skin is not a threat to you. When I am comfortable with who I am, it does not matter who you are. I can embrace who you are, and then we can walk along together. But as long as I have issues in the skin that I'm in, then I have issues with you. Now, there are some who would say, I'm colorblind. I don't see white, I don't see black. Listen, that's not going to help us to get to the place of unity. I don't want you not to see me as a black man. God made me as a black man. My skin depicts who I am and the journey that I've been on. But you don't have to be colorblind that we can walk together. We can be looking at each other, and you can be white, I can be black, but we yet can embrace each other and still walk along in unity and harmony. My daughter, Nene, my baby girl, she's a lover of colors. And on the weekend when we allow her to go and to dress herself, she'll go in and she put on these black and pink tennis shoes I bought for her, and she put green socks on, and she put blue jeans on, and she put a yellow shirt on, and she put a lavender jacket on, and she put red and white bows in her hair because she loves colors. And nobody has ever told her that one color don't go with another color. And I'm certainly not going to tell her, because I don't know who made the rules. Who made the rules that said one color clashes with another color? We got to learn to enjoy all the colors of God's world. And so if we're ever going to experience unity, if we're ever going to experience racial equality, we're going to have to embrace this thing like the rainbow. And the rainbow says, I don't care what color you are, as long as you can shine as radiant as you can be, and you can embrace the color that's next to you, we can shine together. Spartanburt, I want us to be that rainbow. I want you to be able to embrace the person beside you, and that we can come together and shine like a beautiful rainbow. And I believe that can only take place when you get comfortable in the skin that you're in. When you get comfortable with the image that you look at in the mirror. And so the next time you look in the mirror, you thank God for the image that's looking back at to you. I don't care if your eyes are black. I don't care if your eyes are green. I don't care if your eyes are blue. I don't care if your nose is wide, your nose is thin, your hips are wide, your hips are thin. Whatever God made you got to learn how to celebrate that. And maybe then we'll speed up that process with all of God's children. White men, black men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, would join hands together and singing this song of the old Negro spiritual. Free at last, thank God Almighty, I'm free at last.
Well, I guess there's not much to say.